Hi and welcome to another booktube video from me, Lauren, from Lauren and the Books. I hope you're all very well. Today is a video about what I want to get up to in autumn. Now, I filmed this video last year, an autumn bucket list video where I talk about a whole host of things, 30 things in fact, that I would like to do or get done over the autumn period. I've got it here printed off. So these are, this is the bucket list template that it's from the same place that I got last year's one. So it's from A Beautiful Mess. And if you sign up to their newsletter, you get sent a template of that. I've actually done two. I've done an A4 one and a bigger one so that I cannot avoid my lovely autumnal things that I want to do, and I just feel like it looks nice. And I've coloured it in and it looks really nice. So I'm going to work my way through the 30 things that I plan to get done in autumn, and would love to hear from you guys in the comments below if you have plans for autumn, because I just think it's a nice time of year. It deviates between being my favourite time of year and winter being my favourite time of year. It's up there. It's up there with one of my favourite times. So a few of these things will be, I'll link my last year's video down below as well if you're looking for more inspiration for your autumn bucket list. A few of the things that I mentioned last year have been pulled through to this year, either because I did them and I loved them or I didn't get round to doing them, with some new bits. So let's start at the beginning with the same thing that was on the first, what was on my bucket list last year, which is watch Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus is an autumnal Halloween-y film that David and I both love to watch. We watched it last year while we were carving pumpkins, so I feel like maybe we will do that again this year, but we'll definitely be watching Hocus Pocus at some point. Autumn Cozy Reading Night is the next thing. So Autumn Cozy Reading Night will be going ahead at some point when the clocks have gone back. I haven't given time yet. It's normally towards the end of October, beginning of November. Cozy Reading Night is something that I host on this channel. I've been hosting them for a good few years now, where you just take some time to yourself and just sit and relax and read and have a lovely time. And Autumn Cozy Reading Night was the original Cozy Reading Night that I did, and it always has a special place in my heart because it is cozy, it is dark outside, you do have blankets on, and a lovely time. So that will be happening at some point. Go pumpkin picking. So David and I did this for the first time last year. We went to a pumpkin patch nearby where we live, but also on my journey to work, so I drive past it every day. Now I can't work out, I can sort of see that there are some pumpkins growing there, but I don't feel like there's as many as there were last year, so I don't know if they're even planning on doing it this year. So we may not be going to the same place we went to last year, but we had such a good time and it was just so lovely. It was a lovely sunny crisp day, and we'd just been for a dance lesson, and then we went down to the pumpkin patch and bought 4 pumpkins, 2 bigger ones. I had a white one, David had an orange one, and then I had a small white one and David had a small orange one. I did a cat and David did The Nightmare Before Christmas, Jack Skeleton face. So yeah, so we will definitely be doing that again this year. The next thing to do is decorate pumpkins, so we'll definitely be doing decorating pumpkins as well. David, this is one of David's suggestions, and this is make a Halloween cake, which is something that I haven't done before. But around this time, there's always a lot of sort of Halloween themed food, which makes me feel a bit bleh, and also makes my friend Emma feel a bit bleh as well. I see like witches' fingers, like, and hot dog rolls that are made to look like sausages and things like that, that are made to look like fingers. So not that, like more of a fun Halloween cake. So I will be making a fun Halloween cake at some point. Hopefully David will be doing that too. The next one is inspired by Jen Campbell. I want to go for a walk and listen to an audiobook, which I know is something she does. Now I've done that a few times, but I'd like to go for a walk and listen to a lot of an audiobook. When I listen to audiobooks, it tends to be in like sort of bursts. I listen to them when I'm driving to and from work, or if I'm doing chores or something like that. And I thought, I live close to the beach, it would be nice to go down the beach for an hour or two and just walk up and down listening to an audiobook. And I love the beach in particular when it's autumn, because that's my favourite time of year to go down to the beach. So I will be doing that. The next one is go to a fireworks display. Here in the UK we have Bonfire Night, which is about Guy Fawkes. It's about Guy Fawkes, who is a chap who planned to blow up the Houses of Parliament, and we sort of celebrate that every year on the 5th of November. And I don't think I went to a fireworks display last year, so I'd like to go to one this year. The next one is eat a nice stew. Now I have a stew in mind because David suggested this, and he also suggested it last year, but this year I have been cooking my way through Jamie Oliver's veg, and here there is Burns Night stew and dumplings. I mean, look how amazing that is. And that's got celeriac swede, carrots, pickled onions, yum, loads of delicious spices, blackcurrant jam in it. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be amazing. So that is the stew of choice I'll be making. It takes 2 hours, so I feel like maybe on a colder day, a nice cold Sunday, I will make that and we will enjoy that, and I'm very much looking forward to that. Do a puzzle. That's one that I pulled through from last year. I didn't complete a puzzle last year. My friend Emma and I started doing a puzzle. I think it was around Christmas time actually. I want to do a puzzle this year. I've actually got a Harry Potter puzzle which is unboxed, which I think I might do. Outfits October is something that I want to do. Now this is something that I've made up in my own brain. This year I have been cutting back on my consumption of fast fashion a lot. I've been buying a lot of second-hand clothes, and I've been using Depop to do this. I've also been wearing a lot more stuff which is in my wardrobe, which sounds mad because of course you should wear stuff that's in your wardrobe, but my relationship with buying clothes last year and the years before that was just abysmal. I would just buy new clothes all the time. So I'm doing something this October, which I've invented, called Outfits October, where every single day I'll wear a different outfit, which I've sourced from my wardrobe, which is like full of secondhand clothes and clothes that I've owned for many years and things like that. I feel like this is gonna be really fun. I put it out on Instagram and asked people to give me some recommendations, and people have given me amazing recommendations. So I've got 31 prompts, and every day I'll pick one of those out, and that will be my outfit that I will wear the next day. So I've got things like all the Harry Potter houses, I've got things like stars and moons, I've got night sky, I've got pumpkin, I've got David's choice, which is one I'm really looking forward to. So yeah, I'll be doing that in October, so I'm very much looking forward to that. My next one is that I want to keep my plants alive. So I've had quite a successful summer of keeping plants alive, but it was this time last year that it all went to shit because the heating starts coming on, the plants get dried out, then I'm watering them loads, then they're not getting dried out, then I'm drowning them, then they're all rotting away. So my plan is I just want to keep my plants alive. I just want to keep them alive through the autumn and through the winter. So this is an ongoing thing, but if I can keep them through the autumn, then I get a tick off for that. The next one is put up my Halloween artwork. So this is artwork that I bought not even last year, the year before, and I forgot to put it up last year. I bought it from a company called Telegram, and is it called from Telegram? Yeah, Telegram. I'll link them down below. And I don't think they do these anymore, but this is a bottle. It's in a packaging, so sorry about the shiny. This is a bottle of all natural Black Cat's Hiss. These are screen printed, and then here it says full moonbeam harvested at midnight. And David and I have actually got 2 frames that are on the wall by our sofa, which we put up at Christmas, and at Christmas we had Christmas prints in them, and then since then I bought David 2 Disney prints, sort of like touristy pictures of Paradise Falls from Up and Montanui from Moana, and they've been up there since January, so I'm looking forward to getting some new artwork in them for Halloween, and I just feel like it would be really cool to have some like seasonal artwork. I should have made more of an effort actually and got some stuff for summer and things like that, but maybe like that can be an ongoing thing, but I definitely want to put up my Halloween artwork. The next thing I want to do is start knitting. Now I'm left-handed, and I always sort of give myself I can't do knitting, I'm left-handed, but there's nothing I can't do, so I should just do it. And I would like to knit maybe like a scarf or something, and yeah, I need to give that a go because that's something that I used to do like when I was younger, not much of, but like I remember doing it, and I would like to give it a go and see if I can knit myself a scarf or something. The next thing is decorate for autumn, as I mentioned, putting up these prints, but also doing some other decorations. I've got some bits I bought last year, toadstools, they're all in storage, haven't got them out yet, a little garland with pumpkins on, etc. So I want to do that. Also, I think this was inspired by the knitting. I want to complete a cross stitch. I'm forever starting cross stitches and then never finishing them, so I definitely want to complete a cross stitch. I need to pack away all my summer clothes. This is sort of semi-related to Outfits October, because I feel like if I've got a clear wardrobe of like what I've got to wear, that challenge is going to be so much more easy for me. I want to bake some bread. Now what I will say, I feel like this is going to happen pretty soon, because the Great British Bake Off is back now, which is a programme that is on in the UK. I believe there's different versions of it throughout the world. And it's a baking competition, and every week they get, it's like bread week, biscuit week, cake week, pie week, etc. And every week they have to bake something, and then someone gets voted off, and I get very invested in it. And so far we've only had cake week and biscuit week, but so far whatever week it's been on Bake Off, I've baked something. So the first week it was cake week, and I did a chocolate marble cake. The second week it was biscuit week, and I did apple crumble cookies. And then next week it will be, so on Tuesday it's bread week, so I'm going to make some bread. And I've looked in my Jack Monroe cookbook, because she is the queen of making bread, particularly like cheap and affordable bread, and I'm going to make a chickpea and tomato breakfast loaf that I can have with that. So that should be happening soon. But yeah, if I really enjoy the process, but hopefully I'll do it a lot more and make some more bread. I also want to make some soup, because I love soup. I also want to watch a sunrise, which is something I don't feel like I've ever knowingly done, so I'd like to do. I want to change to my winter duvet. We've got a summer duvet and a winter duvet duvet. We definitely do not need to do that now, so that's going to be something that's happening towards the end of autumn. But yeah, I would like to change to my winter duvet eventually. I would like a board games night. David and I love playing board games. I think I love playing board games much more than David loves playing board games. But that's something that I want to do, and just have a nice cozy night with some candles and play some board games and just have like some records on, not even put the telly on, just have a lovely time, no screens, lovely. I'd like to make a pumpkin pie. I've made a pumpkin pie out of canned pumpkin a few times, and I really, really like it. I like the sort of like pumpkin spice stuff. So I want to make another one of those. I want to make a seasonal meal. I want to get some sort of seasonal recipes. I try to cook seasonally as much as I can, but I would like to make a almost entirely seasonal meal using sort of squash and other things that are in season at the moment. I want to read something gothic. I already have plans to read Wuthering Heights this month because it's my book club book that we're reading for my book club at work. So I'd like to read that, but maybe something else gothic as well. I want to drink a pumpkin spiced drink. Last year I said I wanted to make a pumpkin spice drink, which I feel like I set my sights a bit too high, although I've seen lots and lots of sort of syrups in TK Maxx and stuff. Maybe I should get one of those. I don't drink coffee, so having a pumpkin spice drink needs to be sort of like a pumpkin spiced non-coffee related thing. So I need to do something like that. Then I would also like to read a thriller. That's another one that I did last year as well. I feel like autumn is a good time for thrillers. I've got a thriller on my TBR this month actually, Adele by Layla Slimani, which is translated from French. Actually, let me get it. It's this, and it is about Adele, who appears to have a perfect life. She's a respected journalist. She lives in a flawless Parisian apartment with her surgeon husband and their young son. But beneath the veneer of having it all, Adele is bored and consumed by an insatiable need for sex, whatever the cost. Struggling to contain the twin forces of compulsion and desire, she begins to orchestrate her life around her one-night stands and extramarital affairs, arriving late to work and lying to her husband about where she's been until she's ensnared in a trap of her own making. So hopefully I'll get around to reading that this month, and then I can tick off thriller. But I may well be reading more thrillers because I feel like autumn is a good time for thrillers. I would like to go for a cozy picnic before the weather sort of completely disappears. David and I this summer had a few dinners down the beach. As I mentioned earlier, I live quite close to the beach, and I would meet him off the coach once he's commuted back from London, and we'd go for dinner down there. So I'd like to do that before the clocks go back or before it gets completely dark. So and that needs to happen soon because it is already, the nights are drawing in, not super lots, but like it's already getting darker quicker. So I need to get that and planned, maybe the next week or the week after. I would like to decorate for Halloween. So I already mentioned I want to decorate for autumn, but I'd like to add a few more sort of Halloween-y bits to that in the way of this artwork and other little bits and things like that. TK Maxx is the place to be for autumnal and Halloween-y decoration, so I want to go in there and get a few bits. And then the last one is I would like to go to an autumnal event. So I believe one year my mum, dad, sister and her husband and I all went to like an apple festival or something like that. One year my sister got as a gift from my mum and dad an apple tree, and they were allowed to take the apples from that and things like that. So I'd like to see if there's anything like that going on around in my local place. There must be, there's plenty of orchards and things around here, so I'd like to go to an autumnal event. So yeah, so that is my autumn bucket list. As I said, I've filled out 2 of these now. They're exactly the same, but yeah, I'm going to put one on the fridge and one in the study, and tick those things off as I go. Now I'm going to try to keep up with this and to showcase this on my Instagram. So I'll be doing like I'll be doing it on Instagram stories, but I'll be doing like a little highlights reel of every time I complete one of these. So if you're not subscribed to me on Instagram already, then I am at Lauren and the Books, and it would be lovely to see you over there. And yeah, let me know what you've got planned for autumn. Let me know if you write an autumn bucket list. As I said, I will link a Beautiful Messes website down below, and if you subscribe to their newsletter, you get this template for free. But I'm sure there's plenty of bucket list templates out there, or you could even make your own, but I just really like these guys. So yes, so that's it from me. I hope you're all having a lovely autumn so far, and I will see you again soon for another book video. Goodbye!